चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिने नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी प्रचण्डेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So we're reading chapter 9, 27th verse. Yad karosi yadashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yad tapasyasi kaunteya tat kuro shamadarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer to give away or give away, and whatever austerity you perform, do that. O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. Someone not, somebody speaking, at least I can't hear. Translation, if it is read, I don't know. So I read it anyway. Okay, so we go further. Purport. Thus, it is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any circumstance. Everyone has to work for maintenance of his body and soul together. And Krishna recommends herein that one should work for him. Everyone has to eat something to live, therefore he should accept the remnants of foodstuffs offered to Krishna. Any civilized man has to perform some religious, ritualistic ceremonies, therefore Krishna recommends, do it for me. And this is called Archana. Everyone has a tendency to give something in charity. Krishna says, give it to me. And this means that all surplus money accumulated should be utilized in furthering the Krishna consciousness movement. Nowadays, people are very much inclined to the meditational process, which is not practical in this age. But if anyone practices meditating on Krishna 24 hours a day, by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra around his beats, he is surely the greatest meditator and the greatest yogi, as substantiated by 6th chapter of Bhagavad Surrender to me. Okay, Shubha Phalaya Evam Moksha Se Karma Bandhanaihi Sannyaso Yoga Yuktatma Vimukto Mamupashyasi. In this way, you will be freed from bondage to work and its auspicious and inauspicious results. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me. But one who acts in Krishna consciousness under the superior direction is called Yukta Vairagya. The technical term is Yukta Vairagya. This is further explained by Rupa Goswami as follows. Anasaktasya Vashayan Yatharam Upayunjata Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.25. Rupa Goswami says that as long as we are in this material world, we have to act, we cannot cease acting. Therefore, if actions are performed and the fruits are given to Krishna, then that is called Yukta Vairagya. Actually situated in renunciation, such activities clear the mirror of the mind, and as the actor gradually makes progress in his spiritual realization, he becomes completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, at the end, he becomes liberated, and this liberation is also specified. By this liberation, he does not become one with the Brahma Jyoti, but rather enters into the planet of Supreme Lord. It is clearly mentioned here, Mam Upeshasi, he comes to me, back home, back to Godhead. There are 5 different stages of liberation, and it is specified that the devotee who has always lived his lifetime here under the direction of the Supreme Lord, as stated, has evolved to the point where he can, after quitting this body, go back to Godhead and engage directly in the association of the Supreme Lord. Anyone who has no interest but to dedicate his life to the service of the Lord is actually a sannyasi. Such a person always thinks of himself as an eternal servant, dependent on the supreme will of the Lord. As such, whatever he does it for the benefit of the Lord. Whatever action he performs it as a service to the Lord. He does not give serious attention to the fruitive activities or prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas. For ordinary persons, it is obligatory to execute the prescribed duties mentioned in the Vedas. But although a pure devotee who is completely engaged in the service of the Lord may sometimes appear to go against the prescribed duties, Vedic duties, actually it is not so. It is said, therefore, by Vaishnava authorities, that even the most intelligent person cannot understand the plans and activities of a pure devotee. The exact words are Taravakya Kriya Mudra Vijana Bujai Chaitan Chatamita Madhilita 23.39. A person who is thus always engaged in the service of the Lord, or is always thinking and planning how to serve the Lord, is to be considered completely liberated at present, and in the future, his going back home, back to Godhead is guaranteed. He is above all materialistic criticism, just as Krishna is above all criticism. Hmm. So these are two beautiful verses actually. So I'll just show you the PPT which I made. Okay. You can see this. So do everything as an offering. So what he's saying, see, nature of this offering is so this is not actually the verse of pure devotion service. Yat karosi yad vinashi, this one, this verse saying, this is not actually the verse of pure devotion service. Yat karosi yad vinashi. Because what he's saying, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer, then do it as an offering. So the very thought, it is like you act and then you can offer it to Krishna. It is like that. So you have a choice. You choose to act certain ways and then you offer it to Krishna. So in pure devotional service, you even choose your activities also as per what pleases Krishna. First, that is the criteria. So there is subtle difference. So what is this verse? This verse is actually similar to Karma Yoga, but more. So similar how? Similar because activities are performed, but superior because all activities, even beyond prescribed activities, are offered without desire. See? So because here also person is doing activity and then he's offering to Krishna. But what he's saying is superior because all activities, even beyond prescribed duties, whatever may act, he is offering to Krishna or offered without desire, like that. And then it is also similar to Jnana Mishra, but above Jnana Mishra. How? So that similarly, as a person has knowledge of Atma and Paramatma, but superior to abundant, superior due to why it is superior because Jnana Mishra Bhakta may not have so much appreciation for the Lord's personal feature, but in this case, he has abundant appreciation for the Lord's personal features also. And it is not yet pure Ananya Bhakti because actions are chosen by the doer and offered after performing them rather than doing exactly what pleases the Lord beforehand. There's a subtle difference. Let's see. And then second verse is talking about the path of Yukta Vairagya, right? So in this is saying that act in Krishna conscious the superior direction, then one will surely attain the liberation and offer fruits, give the results of action to Krishna. And then it says purification happens because it cleanses the mirror of the mind when you act like that. And then spiritual realization and liberation will be there, complete surrender. So returning to Godhead. So beyond the void, the liberated devotee does not merely merge into the impersonal Brahmajyoti. It is so when he says about Mam Upasyasi, what does it mean? It does not mean that he will merge, first thing. What it means is they enter into the planet of the Supreme Lord due to engage in direct association. And such a person who is dedicated like that, that means anyone who dedicates their life solely to the service of the Lord is actually an sannyasi. Sannyasi does not mean only he has to have sannyas robes and he has given up externally, but sannyasi actually means one who has dedicated himself fully in the service of the Lord is real sannyasi. So somebody may be grahastha, also may be in a split of sannyasi. Somebody may be mataji, taking care of kids and household affairs, but she can also be like a sannyasi because she's doing everything for the service of the Lord. Her devotion is, impeccable and very, very staunch, and she's completely dedicating herself in the service of the Lord. So that's how she's also like sannyasi. So in ISKCON, or in Krishna consciousness, anybody who has dedicated fully himself to the Lord, in whichever varna and ashram he might be, is actually sannyasi in spirit. And he's above criticism because the pure devotee may not sometimes follow all the formalities of the Vedic injunctions, but he's completely focused on serving the Lord. So like Prabhupada sometimes was criticized for giving initiation to Malikshas and Yavanas from Western countries. But actually this is mentioned in the scriptures. But there is some smartas, they will say that, oh, no, only if you're born in Brahmin family, only you get initiated and all that stuff. Same way, Prabhupada may not follow the injunctions of temples having a dome and all that. He made into flats into dome, the temples. So he did not very strictly, rigidly follow certain Vedic injunctions. Because time, place, circumstances. He couldn't get the dome and all that permission for all the Western countries. So we had to just somehow make it, in a way that which is conducive to devotional service as per the time, place, circumstances. So somebody may criticize Prabhupada for that reason. So, but Prabhupada also gave Brahman initiation to Mataji's, which is again sometimes being criticized. But Prabhupada understood the need that in Western countries and how the whole temperament of men-women equality is there. So Prabhupada did not mind to give and engage them in service of the Lord. He gave Brahman initiation to women also. So you can see how the pure devotee is completely liberated at present and above all material criticism. So one should not criticize pure devotee of the Lord. So that's the point. So what he says, here also is saying this, see. Krishna describes the process of pure bhakti in 9.14, 20, 26 that involves complete dedication to him. For those who are not able to perform bhakti at that level, Krishna will now describe the process of doing everything as an offering to him. So in those who are not able to perform complete pure devotional service, pure bhakti at that level. So for them, okay, Krishna is saying that you offer whatever you do in my service, like that. Okay, you have got jobs in some place. Okay, now you may do that job and do it as a service to Krishna. You give some salary, some portion of your salary for the propagation of Krishna movement, like that. So that way you are doing this. You are following this verse. So this is not Ananya Bhakti. Krishna did not use the word Bhakti in this verse. Here this predominantly Bhakti means with some mixture of other elements. This is predominantly Bhakti with mixture of other elements. Similar to Karma Yoga, because activities are performed. Okay, all this I explained. Okay. And then he says, thus it cannot be called as Ananya Bhakti, in which one knows what actions are pleasing to the Lord and one performs them, thereby offering those activities to Krishna even before performing them. See, before only he offers. He first has desire to please the Lord, and whatever activity pleases the Lord, he is ready to do it, like that. So, but because the consciousness is not always fixed on the Lord, and one does the activities he wants to do, and then offers them to Krishna after performing them, rather than before. Thus it cannot be called as Ananya Bhakti. And as a result of offering such everything to Krishna, you will be freed from bondage to karma, an obstacle to bhakti, and its auspicious and inauspicious, bad and sinful results. Because you go into karma bandhana, because you're offering it to Krishna. Then with your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you will be liberated and come to me, like that is said. So Yukta Vairagya is to act in Krishna consciousness under superior direction, and the fruits are given to Krishna. Actions performed with such renounced spirit clean one's mind. And one gradually makes progress in spiritual realization and becomes completely surrendered to Supreme Lord and is liberated. So you follow the Yukta Vairagya principle. You do it under the guidance of superiors and offer the fruits to Krishna. So whatever so-called material activities also are there, if you do it in that spirit, then you are actually getting purified and then eventually able to surrender to the Lord fully, like that what he's saying, like that. This verse is saying that so one should mold his life in a way that he will not follow Krishna in any circumstances. So this is how we should do. So Krishna should be kept in pivot, and our life should be managed accordingly. So we are in this when we are in this world as a conditioned soul, so we have some conditional duties, right? So we may do those conditional duties, keeping our constitutional duties as a central focus. Like means our chanting holy name of the Lord, our reading scriptures, and our regular duties in Krishna consciousness should be kept as the main focus, and other things should be molded accordingly. Like if you want to have the sleepers, chappals, sandal, chappal, slipper, whatever, then you don't cut your feet, as per the size of the chappal. You actually you may cut the chappal as the size of the, as the size of your feet or the whatever. So same way, we should know that what is most important and what is of secondary importance. So Krishna consciousness is the primary importance in our life, right? And secondary importance is our maintenance, which is also important, but it should be done keeping Krishna in the center. And Krishna recommends herein that one should work for him. Everyone has to eat something to live. Therefore, he should accept the remnants of foodstuffs offered to Krishna. So there are different kinds of devotees I have seen. See, there are some devotees who choose a place where Guru wants him to serve, and then they will take up some job there. They do like that. And there are some devotees, they never mind. They first want to see where my job is settled. I am having my money, I have my family, I have my comfort. Okay, Prabhu. Now some service is there, Prabhu. Please tell me, I'm here. So this is, the second kind of devotee. You understand? A third kind of devotee may be that, Prabhu, I don't care about service also. I will do whatever I want to. He may not even want to know also what you want from me. So he will do some devotional service for sure, which is nice, wonderful. But he chooses his place as per his comfort, and he will chooses his engagement also as per his comfort. He is not concerned about what he should be doing as per the guidance of the superiors. And he will do some devotional service as per his choice, there only. So you can see how different gradations are there, So in devotional service also, how much we can, at what level we are, it depends, it matters. So everyone has to eat something to live, Therefore, he should accept remnants of food offered to Krishna. Okay, he's saying all that. So read for me. So especially talking about surplus money is there, should be given to the Lord, for the worship of the Lord, for preaching Krishna consciousness, like that. And meditation process, people are inclined, then you should chant Hare Krishna, like that. So this is how this chapter is talking, this verse is talking about. One should do everything for the sake of Krishna. And next, in this verse, I will discuss tomorrow. Any reflection or comment? Any quick reflections we can take? Yes. Arya Prabhu, Virat Prabhu. Yeah. Satyam.
Hare Krishna, Danava Pranam. I'm appreciating the gradations of different capabilities of devotees to focus on pleasing Krishna. It takes a while to get to the point where everything is like the flow of oil towards Krishna. We keep backstitching on ourselves and say, well, I'll do this for Krishna, but is it really good for me? And this selfishness kind of creeps in. I appreciate that. I understand. I see it in myself all the time. So it's interesting to know that we can catch ourselves in that mood. We can catch ourselves and say, no, what does Krishna really want? And therefore, I will go to my Gurudev and ask him or her what needs to be done.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we all have, our kind of the resistance to full surrender. Yes, but as you said, we catch ourselves and we pray to Krishna. Krishna, give me strength. I heard Mandakini Mata once saying that she was sharing that she actually wanted to, she was looking for some instruction from Prabhupada, and she wanted strength to say yes, like that. She was so sincere, and she prayed to the Lord, oh Lord, because I want to surrender to Prabhupada. I'm just doing my stuff, my way, but I want to do what Prabhupada wants me to do. I want instruction from Prabhupada, and oh Lord, please give me strength that I can say yes for it. And she was saying that, then Prabhupada called actually, and Prabhupada said that, Mandakini, go to Russia. Russia? Yeah, there is a boy, get married to him, and then he preach. And it is like, what a blue, where, how, Russia, and and why, and then Russia is not in some kind of easy country, it's a communist country, and there's a risk for death, life risk, you die also. And then, and she had just prayed, and she said, yes, Prabhupada, she, so anyway, she got the opportunity immediately, and she did it, and she surrendered actually. So I feel that somewhere we have to also consciously pray to the Lord for or look for to progress in our surrender.
Amazing courage she had.
Yes, yes, it's not easy.
Well, Prabhu, I also had a request that I'm interested to get the slides that you are using for today's verse. Some beautiful concepts there, and I didn't have a chance to write them down. So
Okay, I'll send it. It's fine.
thank you.
Hare Krishna. And Arya Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, I like today's verse a lot. And I think my reflection would be that I don't know if this is how everyone else feels, but like my reflection is like whenever you're doing some activity for Krishna, it's like automatically purified, but like also in like the sense that you're doing it for Krishna, but also in the sense that the activity should be good. In my like perception, I'm not going to go rob a bank and say, "Oh, I did it for Krishna." Or I'm not going to do something bad and say, "Oh, it's okay, I did it for Krishna." So, whenever you want to do something for Krishna, it's already a pure activity for two reasons. One, because you're doing it for Krishna, and two, because if you're doing it for Krishna, then it should be something good in nature.
Mm.
So, that's why I like that connotation on how what we do our activities for.
So surely it should be sanctioned by the gurus and shastras for sure. No, we cannot be whimsically doing anything. That's for sure. And as we discussed, the gradation of surrender could be different because it depends upon the consciousness. So as he said that same activity somebody may be doing because it is it is what pleases Krishna, and that's why you choose that activity. It's a pure devotional service. But you may do first activity because you like it, and then you may offer it to Krishna also, like that. And both in both the cases, it is sanctioned by the Guru Sadhu Shastras like that. So yeah, that is true. It cannot be like whimsically done anything. Oh, I'm going to kill that fellow and I do it for Krishna. It's not like that. Yes. Virat Prabhu, thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna.
I had my own deep reflection was that sometimes the ego or like my own desire to achieve or want to do work can get in the way of offerings to Krishna, and I think I really need to overcome that mindset. Oh, I want to achieve this, or I want to attain this, or become like this, and I need to really introspect on myself and spend more time reflecting on what am I doing, and whether what am I doing is an offering to Krishna or not. Sometimes like our own personal desires can get in the way, which is sometimes difficult to overcome. My other reflection was that when you offer to Krishna, when you offer your services to Krishna, then he will reciprocate proportionately as well, which I'm trying to use that to motivate myself, because um, I'm looking forward to seeing like the reciprocation. So that's just my reflection.
Reciprocation from the Lord, no?
Yeah, because for me it's easy to say, oh, one should do everything for the Lord and offer everything to the Lord. But once you get to work, or once you integrate with society, even though we may not want to sometimes, it can be very difficult to remember the verses throughout the day. So my like secondary reflection was that oh, I want to understand, or I want to like feel the quality of the reciprocation. So and I need to keep steady with these reflections, and I need to keep steady with my introspections and thoughts on Krishna.
Puram Mataji.
My reflection is that Krishna recommend that one should work for Krishna, for him, and do it for him, and that is whatever you do it for me. So then you can progress in Krishna consciousness, and even then householders and other person also can worship and achieve their goal, because Krishna is look after them. They just serve the Krishna and remember Krishna.
So everybody can achieve the goal, even householders also.
Yes.
Thank you, Hare Krishna, Shri Prabhupada.